Something I'm asked a lot by candidates at the moment in this current COVID-19 situation is how do they best explain to another and a potentially new employer that they were let go by their most recent employer, during the COVID crisis. Now, if there is a silver lining to this particular cloud, I guess that it is that this is happening to lots and lots of people. And therefore other companies, new companies that you're talking to, will have a willingness, if you like, to accept that this is probably not down to you personally. Lots and lots of very good people have been let go by companies in recent months, through no fault of their own, nothing to do with their individual performance. It's simply a company's response to a very, very dramatic and overwhelming economic situation that company has found themselves within. So if you are in that situation where you are at some point in an interview process going to have to explain to an employer that this is what has happened to you recently, and that's why you're on the job market, I think it's important that you take a very sort of positive front foot stance. Don't appear that you're kind of nervous about the whole thing. Keep it very, very forthright and straightforward. Explain what happened. Don't over justify. Don't necessarily be tempted to give tons and tons of detail about exactly why the company got into that situation and why therefore you were unfortunately let go. And keep it quite short and sweet if you can. Obviously, if you're asked specific questions about the situation, then of course you need to answer those. But I wouldn't be tempted to sort of volunteer tons of info about the exact nitty gritty of how this happened and then this happened and then he said this and she said this. It runs the risk of looking like over justification. So keep it simple, keep it as brief as you can, and companies will understand this is happening. It's happening to very, very good people. It's not to do with individual performance. It's just it's just unfortunately our reality at the moment. And to some extent, the less time you spend on this in the interview, the better, really. You really just want them just to kind of go, okay, thank you for explaining, and almost metaphorically tick that box and move on. Anyway, so good luck with that. It's going to come up, but there's no reason to be daunted by it. There's no reason to be nervous about it. Just explain in a professional, calm fashion, and then move on to what I'm sure will be more productive parts of the interview. Okay, good luck.